You are tuned into Conversations with Funeka. I am your host, Funeka Soga. Today's episode is very exciting. We have got two dynamic, incredible individuals, young black entrepreneurs who are making a name for themselves. We have got a fashion designer and a PR specialist. You don't want to miss this one. We have got the lovely Gugu Peteni sitting next to me. Those who know her work will now know her work today. But I think, before we start, Gugu, what do you love the most about being a fashion designer?
Well, thank you for having me, Funeka. I'm so excited to be here. We've been trying to get this done for the longest time, so this is really exciting for me. So you asked what made me want to go into design.
Yes, what do you love the most about being a fashion designer?
It's a platitude of things. Design for me, I feel it's ingrained. I've always been a person who's very detail oriented. So I always pick up details and things. So it could be like us in this room, like the curls in your hair, the way your lashes flip. So when it comes to aesthetic and like art, it's always been like with me since I was a little kid. I have the cliche story where I started cutting up my mom's curtains and making dresses for my dolls at a young age. So yeah, it's always been ingrained. Art has always been a part of my life. My family's also very artistic, so it was always very loud and animated. So it was almost like fateful for me to end up here, I guess.
And actually, I definitely have to ask. You said that you used to cut up your mom's curtains.
Yeah.
What was the reaction at home?
Oh my gosh, I mean, obviously I'm being stuck with a tea towel. Like it was over. My mom was so frustrated, but it's nice enough because she can always make jokes about how that started. We look back and it's funny now. And I thought it wasn't funny then. It was not funny. It was like, look, my dress, my dog has a new dress, or I made pants, or I don't know. So yeah, now we laugh at it, but it wasn't funny at all.
Before we actually even get into the next question, what inspired today's look? Because the first thing I even saw, guys, when I walked in, I was like, she looks good. You can tell she's a fashion designer, okay? What inspired today's look?
It's so funny you say that because growing up, like my whole life, every time people like ask me like what do you want to do or what do you do? And I said I'm a designer, I can see it. I can see it. Almost like when I talk about I'm a designer, I can see it. It's like a second nature to me together. But anyway, this look, I actually have an SA Fashion Week collection coming up, and it's all inspired by skateboarding and like skate culture, street culture. So I have a skate street after, so I thought, I need to blend in. But this is like my daily attire. It's more like street baggy, it's comfortable, and just picking things from my cupboard and making them make sense. It's fun.
That's exactly what I thought, and it stands out. That's the thing.
Thank you.
I feel like I also need.
You too.
I also need a drug guys. So I want you to tell us about the brand Gugu by Gugu and how that started.
Oh my gosh, my brand Gugu by Gugu. I never actually meant to start a brand. That's the funny part. It almost started itself. Going to varsity and going into fashion, I actually wanted to be a buyer. Like growing up and looking at the fashion world, I was very inspired by like Vogue and the annual winters and front row seats and the glamour. Like the grit I'm facing right now, I did not sign up for. So I wanted to become a buyer, work for a magazine, live the cosmopolitan vibe, the city vibe, the furs and everything like that. But then I quit varsity. When I didn't quit varsity, I finished varsity. I finished varsity and luckily got employed after my postgrad. And then I worked within fashion as an in-house designer for another company, and I started making things because I was designing in-house, and then I started seeing that people were very interested. So I started attending trade shows and fashion weeks and all of these things, and people started buying, and then I was like, shit. I now have a product, I need to start a business. And then slowly but surely, then I got packaging, then I registered my business, then I started doing more shows, and then people were like doing an online store, then it all kind of like bought the build of itself. It's like, what is Tetris? When like it just all falls together, and then I literally woke up one day and I was like, flip, I have a company.
You have a brand?
I have a brand, so like, when did that happen? But yeah.
And you yourself are a working brand.
Thank you.
As well. Because a lot of people, I've even seen it, even if you go on social media or there's events hosted in Nelson Mandela Bay, there'll be people who are actually wearing Gugu by Gugu. That's what actually got me fascinated into Gugu, right? You know, it's been said that it is a way for people to express themselves, to express their personalities, how they're feeling, and it just shows who they are. Now, when you are making your garments, what do you want people to feel when they are dressed in Gugu?
Oh my gosh. For me, I love what you said. It's like it's expression, it's identity, and that's the whole reason why I went into fashion. Because at a younger age, I mean, I have a twin. I'm a twin, one of a twin. I think that's the right way to say it. And growing up, people used to combine us and compound us about the twins, the Peteni sisters, and you kind of get lost in that sauce. So then when I started finding like my creative identity and started dressing differently, cringe, when I look back, I'm like, oh, cringe, so cringe. But when I started finding my own identity and dressing the way I wanted to kind of express myself, people were like, oh, yes, let's go to the fashion one, go to like the design one, you know. So I was like, oh, my clothes actually say something to the world. So for me, then fashion became about identity, became about expression. And I always wanted people to kind of get dressed and feel like they can be themselves, if that makes sense. I feel like getting dressed every morning is an opportunity for you to have fun with your clothes and express yourself. Like if you're feeling down, then like wear black and make it like wear it. Yeah, make it flash, like wear the hell out of it, you know. If you're feeling happy, then like put on every color, like, you know, just go in, like commit to fashion. So I want people to feel like they can be themselves. And like me, when people see me, they're like, oh, but you're a fashion, I can see it. I want people to be like, oh, you're Funeka, you're doing this, I can see it, you know. So clothes must kind of express like who you are. It makes sense, but I don't know, just who you are.
But I can understand that because I feel like your line, it does that. It speaks a lot. Like even if you would go to her Instagram, my goodness, I was just like, I want that. It literally makes you feel, it's very, like you said, it's streetwear, but it also it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It makes you feel happy. Like I want to step out and drip.
And you said, and but also be comfortable too. So that's the whole thing. It's not the effortless, like you're just having fun. It's clothes, have fun with it. It's not that serious.
You see? You heard it from the professional.
It's not deep, don't make it deep.
I call it deep.
Don't.
Now, in your whole career in this industry, Gugu, what has been your proudest moment? Because you've also represented South Africa at the Lagos Fashion Week.
Yeah.
So just tell us some of your proudest moments.
Oh my gosh, I mean, Lagos Fashion Week definitely, that's a platform that, I mean, as growing up, I was like, oh my word. Ever since Naomi came down to Lagos, I was like, I'm coming, bro. One day, me and you. So that was a big, I mean, I got that opportunity, I was like, whoa, oh my word, I'm a designer mom. So that's definitely one of my proudest moments. I mean, there's a lot of moments. I could say Fashion Week, SA Fashion Week, and a lot of milestones not. I did China recently, so that's something. But for me, I think it's just a consistency. It's hard being an artist. It's hard being a black female artist in a very small city. So every day that I choose to pursue my career despite the challenges, that's a proud moment for me. Every time that I feel like flip, it's so hard, and I decide, no, I'm going to keep on fighting and keep on going on. That's a proud moment for me. Lagos may come, New York, Paris, I receive it all, and I manifest it all, but it will always be deciding to push despite like all the challenges. It's not easy. It looks good. It's not easy.
What has been maybe one challenge that you faced? You know, being obviously, you know, a young black businesswoman in, of course, a small city as well, but you're still paving a way for yourself. What is one challenge that you maybe have faced?
I think it's exactly that. Being a designer in a small city, we don't have a fashion industry in PE, so that's really tough. And also, my line is very high fashion. It's fashionable. I mean, I had a call with one of the guys from the department, and I was trying to explain to him what we're doing and everything, and he looked at me and said, you know, you're ridiculous. Like, why aren't you just doing small uniforms? There's no industry like that. So that's a challenge when people are also like, people that we're supposed to look to for guidance and help and assist and support. Tell you that your dreams are unrealistic, and you know that, because you live in the reality. So
It can be tough.
exactly. So for someone else to come back and like affirm that when you need someone to say keep going and you can do this, and there is an industry like, yeah, so that's a huge challenge, but we move.
And you keep soldiering on at the end of the day. I mean, you even told us how GugubyGugu came about, so I feel like that should always be a reminder for you, like, you know what, I started there, look where I am now, and you know your why now, so you just gotta keep growing and learning. That's the most important thing, I think. And I just want you to tell us, Gugu, I saw on your Instagram a spring purchase it, where can they get a hold of you, or if they do want to buy as well?
So earlier on I mentioned that I did like recently a showcase for China. I can't really say much NDAs, but I did a collection for a showcase in China, and with that they actually gave me the freedom to kind of go out with my inspiration, what I wanted to do. They chose a few artists from Africa to represent Africa in China. Long story, but anyway. So they were like, okay, cool, here's a platform, we're going to dedicate a room to your work, for your artwork, and you can just curate it however you want. And in the beginning of the year, I did a project with local women who are in craft and arts within the locations in PE, and I was doing workshops with them on how to create a quality product. And a lot of them are working with beadwork and handwork. And I was like, you know what, PE is so talented when it comes to craft. And it's almost unrecognized and kind of like the thing that's just there, but it's for an older market. It tends to be craft, and not a lot of people see it as a fashionable thing. So my take on that whole collection was trying to bring art and craft into like a fashionable era and make it more contemporary and like young and hot and fresh. So that whole collection, it's most of the pieces are like, let's say, hand crocheted, knitted, hand beading. It's all like literally handmade. And obviously I needed to add a fashion element to it, so it's all China inspired. It's also, you see a lot of like mandarin colors, a lot of like loose, and it's gender neutral, wavy like baggy clothes. It's comfortable, but also it speaks to like the global fashion language, which is street fashion. Yeah, it was really fun, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I can't to date. That's like my one favorite collection, like yes, I gotta do that.
And can people purchase it? Is it already available for sale, or is that time still coming where people can actually buy it?
It's crazy because we've gotten a lot of interest. We're getting like DMs and people are like, can I buy this, can I get this? And I'm like, it's really hard because it's high end. So it's time, like the time to get it done. It's a lot, and we have other things. So that's also, I'm getting too excited. That's also another challenge about being like a small designer in like a small city. You want to take on anything, but you need to pace yourself. So it's kind of yes now. Let's say we want you to have this product, but we can't produce that right now. So we can bookmark it to next year until we get the other projects and other things. But yeah, I mean, if you can say us, we can do it. A few people have actually purchased a few items from the collection, but there is like a waiting period.
Understand?
Yeah, it takes like a couple of weeks to get the video done.
Do you manufacture the clothes here, or
everything is hand done? Everything is PE.
Wow.
That's why I want to keep everything in-house in PE, because I think what's the point? I want you to know if I make something for you, I made it or my sisters made it. It was like we took the time to make sure we package it and we stitch it ourselves. So yeah, everything is with these hands.
It's my goodness, because what I loved there, it was the beaded top. Like you also mentioned, you adding more beads to this obvious collection. The one when I saw that, I was like, I want that top.
Yeah.
Like other people asking me, like I literally saw that, I was like, I want that.
This was the showstopper. Like every time I showed everyone the collection, like, oh my, the beaded top. Like,
The beaded one.
Beaded top.
This is something top.
It's different. It's fun.
Now I want to know, what other projects do you have coming up, and what legacy do you want GugubyGugu to leave behind?
Wow, okay. So in terms of projects, as I mentioned, we have Fashion Week in October, it's a Fashion Week, and we'll probably be doing some trade shows there as well in Johannesburg. And then next year we're looking at more international shows.
Yes.
So we've been praying for Paris and New York for that, I think the summer collection in February. But for now, yeah, it's that, and just keep growing the brand locally. And then the legacy I want to leave behind. For me, backstory, when I went into university, I can go on for you. When I went into varsity, I remember the first lesson I got was in like, I can't remember, communications or something. And our lecturer had like slides, and they had like all these big brands like Chanel and Louis, and just like these beautiful slides of like all luxury products. And I asked him like, why am I saying any South African brands on there, you know? Why? And he couldn't give me a response. He was like, it's a hard, and it was like wavy, like the response was very vague. And from that moment, that day I was like, that's the legacy I want to like leave. I want the like future generations to watch slides of Louis and Chanel and be like, Gugu, flawlessly, seamlessly, you know? So that's the legacy I want to leave. I want to have a proudly African brand that competes internationally. internationally. I want to leave Google for someone else to take over and run, you know. Like what Coco Chanel basically did. Like it's a beautiful, it's not about me. For me, I just want to build something and have it have its own life. For us all to be proud of. That's why I call the brand Google, because it means to be proud of. So I want to create something for our people just, you know, to be proud of.
That is honestly, that's actually very inspiring.
Thank you so much.
And even, you know, you speaking about what you do, you can tell that your heart is in it. You are so passionate about it, and you can also tell that you've definitely faced some challenges, but you were like, I'm gonna continue with this brand. This is my brand, and I'm gonna grow with it.
I'm gonna see it through.
Thank you so much for coming through today. So
Oh my goodness. Please again next week.
Thank you so much. We will put Gugu's details in the description so you guys can go and check out the spring collection. Make your orders. Follow Gugu by Gugu on Instagram. She's definitely not stopping here.
No.
We are sitting with Mr. Vuyo Ngetu himself, a PR guru in the making. He is the second black recognized PR specialist in Gqeberha. But you know, before we talk all things PR, I feel like it's also quite exciting where we are sitting right now, but I feel like you should unpack that for us.
Hi. Thanks for having me, by the way.
You're welcome.
Yes, my name is Vuyo Ngetu. I am a PR specialist. I also am the co-founder of Peteni Vuyo, a African coffee shop that, you know, offers light meals, beverages, you know, especially coffee. So yeah, it is situated in the heart of Port Elizabeth, which is central, at the Athenaeum where we're sitting. We were sitting quite an iconic building in the bay. So it's a very lovely space we're in, Peteni Vuyo. It also is a very, I like the space, you know, it's also artsy, it's also very cultural. So, and that's what Peteni Vuyo is about. It's about your arts, it's about your creativity, it's about your, you know, your heritage. And, you know, so yeah, and I yes, as I said, I co-own Peteni Vuyo, and also I'm the founder and director of MVN Public Relations.
When it comes to PR, right, a number of people don't actually know the importance or the value of PR and marketing. So please, can you just actually let us know how important is it, whether it's a business, whether you're building a personal brand, is it to have PR and marketing?
I mean, I always say that, you know, marketing and public relations is a huge asset, you know, you can have, you know, in your business. It's one of the assets that, you know, a business owner should have. And also, I think we don't understand the value of what marketing and public relations could do for your business.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how your business looks out, you know, in the world, and how, you know, it's built, and the brand communication, how it's made, is not really important, but it's also, what is important is how many clients do you get out of that marketing you did, or marketing campaign you did, or that public relations specialist you have in your business. So I think what you should also understand and know, you know, towards planning, having a public relations, whatever, or a marketing, you know, campaign in your business, what you will get out of it. So I think that's the value of it.
Now, you know, when it comes to PR, there's also that thing of, it's about building relationships.
Yeah.
You also, you know, being a PR specialist, it's about building relationships with people, connecting businesses to people as well. Now, what would you say, you know, is that key element in connecting your business to people?
I mean, when you say you connecting your business to people, it also, you're basically saying, or you're trying to actually connect with your audience. You understand? So you need to actually. It's not about you can talk to people. You can do whatever with people. I come back with what I said. It's important how many sales you have out of every marketing campaign you have. But public relations, when you say that you are building relationships with people, but what are you talking with the right audience? Is it your audience that you wanted in your business plan, in your marketing plan, in your, how you, is it the direct people that you wanted, to actually engage with your business? And also, how your business looks, I think it's bonus.
Tell us more about MVN Public Relations, and how that journey has been.
Well, MVN Public Relations is, is your public relations specialist firm here in Port Elizabeth, and we are the second Black-owned recognized PR specialist firm in PE. And with this firm, it's absolutely. We go beyond PR. We go into your digital public relations. We talk about building your brand on social media. Building your brand, throughout all digital platforms. And making it look, trustworthy. The clients or audience can trust your brand, and also reaching your audience because. Your specific target audience is the people that you want to talk to.
Yes.
So how your brand looks like, to them and to the people, it's important, and that's what we also deal with. And reaching to your target market, and also engaging with your audience and the people that you have in business. It's what we do. So we offer services in media relations. Your newsletters, your press releases, your social media management, social media marketing as well. We also do a variety of events, events management, brand management. So that's what MVN is about. And
you mentioned brand management, and I actually want to compliment you on a job well done you did with the Gugu Rise event. That is an annual turning point event that happens annually in Kollega, and MVN Public Relations. You were literally part of the driving force. So how was it working on a big project like that?
It was beautiful. It was really an amazing experience, that we had as MVN Public Relations to work amongst as I said, we are the second recognized Black-owned PR, especially Sissy Gomez is the first. So to work with her, it also tells me as a PR specialist that I'm on the right direction with what I'm doing, and I'm attracting the specific market I want. How I say that I will attract the market for your business. I'm also doing it for me as well as to show also my proteins expertise in my field. So it's absolutely an amazing journey. It was really an amazing journey to work on Gugu Rise and the branding and the events coordination. And people received it well, and MVN has been really blessed to be a part of it.
Is it not stressful working in such a high-paced environment?
Absolutely it is, and you need to make sure that you have your game up all the time. You need to put up your game every day. You can't be hot today and tomorrow you are just, people don't talk about you, and that's public relations. People need to consistently, talk about you. You need to be consistently on people's mouths, So you need to, it's pressure obviously, and you need to be upmarket. You need to be on, when you're training, you need to come up with magical ideas as possible.
And the Gugu Rise actually was even trending well.
It was.
All over social media platforms.
It was.
So I saw on Facebook, a couple of months ago, Business Unplugged by MVN Public Relations. What is it? Because it literally got me so curious. What is it about?
Business Unplugged is a series of networking sessions, networking events. I do it with Tikani Consulting, so I need to mention the company because we're in partnership. But Business Unplugged aims to build a business culture. In Port Elizabeth, in the Nelson Mandela Bay.
So important.
And also, we try to grow small businesses, into connecting them with stakeholders. They can, meet and greet. We're about to do a meet and greet event 1st of October. So what we're trying to do is we are trying to empower, small businesses, small enterprises, young professionals, that are interested in business, so that they can be, more have access to information on how to grow their businesses, how to make it, into the top, into the top of the business world in Port Elizabeth, and also how important is to build a smart city. We're trying to build a smart city. We're working on building a smart city and a healthy economy.
You mentioned so many important key points. It actually makes me want to attend the next Business Unplugged. When is it actually?
1st of October 2022. We still have a save the date poster. We're going to have the official poster about next week, and then you'll see where it will take place and who are going to be stakeholders. The last one we did it with Standard Bank. Sponsored in partnership with Standard Bank during the event. We're looking forward to announcing more sponsors and more stakeholders that will be there. Giving out access to these young entrepreneurs, small businesses and people that are looking into growing their businesses.
Yes.
And wanting the base of the business and building a smart city.
Now, I want you to tell us, what is the impact of Business Unplugged on small businesses? Growing
small businesses, giving access to information to entrepreneurs, who are in the SME stage, and helping, and connecting them with people that have already made it in the business world, to guiding how to grow your business, in various industries. As a business owner, you need to understand that you need a mentor. You need someone to guide you, in your journey, so that you can make it to the top. So, Business Unplugged is there to help a small business owner to connect them with big stakeholders and to grow your business.
Now, Vuyo, you've got quite a very, very exciting background. He has been in film and television for a number of years. You have produced, phenomenal short skits, series as well. I just want to know, how was that for you? And do you think your love for PR, it stemmed from that? Because you essentially have been always working with people, and being in the entertainment industry as well.
Yeah. Well, I started working for the film industry in 2018, and I started to work as a production manager, literally after, high school and everything. So I always wanted to be in the communication sector.
Yeah.
But, I was also passionate about the entertainment film industry, and started working in local film production. I moved my way up to production manager until 2020. I produced local various productions. I don't know if I can mention names, but I've worked for the National Arts Festival. And I've done a production for the National Film and Video Foundation, the Eastern Cape Provincial ECPEC. We did also produced a short film for them. So it's been a very beautiful journey. But there are times in your life when you want to change. When you want to be known as a particular person. I want to be known as a PR specialist, not a film producer, because it's a skill I have, but Yeah.
What excites you about the PR industry?
Just what excites me is that's where I can tell people's stories. That's where I can, help businesses to grow. That's where I can, put this persona about your business so that you want to have it out there. That's where I can connect you with your audience. And it just, how it also grows, how the industry is growing is absolutely for me so excited because we're going into the digital space, we're going into the digital market and I love how the events I started also to pick up, because I also love, events management. So I love how excited I wake up, in the morning to be a public relations specialist. I love, building brands. I love promoting brands. I love talking about, brands and connecting you with your audience.
So before we end off, Vuyo, if any businesses want to get in touch, with your PR services and they want to get their brand out there, how do they get in contact with you?
You may visit our website, www.mvnpublicrelations.co.za. If you want your brand to be out there, if you want to grow your business with us, if you want to, get into your market, and reconnect you with your market. You can always contact us. My email is mvuyo at mvnpublicrelations.co.za.
Social media platforms?
We are on Instagram at MVN_public relations. Also on Facebook, we are MVN Public Relations. LinkedIn, I am Vuyo Ngetu. To also take you to my direct social media platforms and my direct contact details.
I just want to say thank you so much for giving me your time today. Thank you, and I wish MVN to greater heights.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.